What's happening, people? Who remembers Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs, eh? And Disney, I don't know what's up with them. There's we've had all this controversy over Lucasfilm and Kathleen Kennedy. People keep rumors been going on for years now. She's gonna get sacked. She's contract's gonna be over. Blah de blah de blah de blah de blah. And and I simply, I mean, you would have thought after Solo lost the money and Willow and all the other backlashes he's had, the failure of the Disney Plus series, and then Invalided Jones, you know, either the people, with the real power, she's doing exactly what they want, or what she's doing is simply the vast majority of these higher ups like it. Because I should imagine all these activists and feminists and transgender bender ideologue flipping, what do you call them? Them people, the singulars, non-binaries, and all that sort of stuff, because they're all getting all the jobs and what's it, aren't they? You know, clearly, and like with these live action remakes, I know the first few did quite well. I mean, they made a lot of money, but then sort of the rewatchability isn't there. I can't remember hearing many kids going, "Oh, remember when we went to watch that? Oh, brilliant and stuff like and Pinocchio that was out decades ago, and it's still in the general zeitgeist now, isn't it? I mean, if you said to a child now, if you lied and said, you just said something like, "Oh, I swear your nose has just grown an inch." And then they told another porcupine, "Oh, he's grown a bit more." Like Pinocchio. They haven't got a clue what you're on about. Um, Many a times, even lately, like I've dropped comments around the house in front of the grandchildren and that. They're not all that young. Um, that when I was their age, I would know, and they haven't got a clue about some of these old scenes and stuff like that. Uh, yeah, and then like with this race baiting and having to see yourself represented. Oh my god! You know, I remember when Karate Kid come out, and there was an explosion of places doing karate lessons and jiu-jitsu lessons. It was a little fad, and I remember like the kids out in the street pretending to do the stance. I also remember like when WrestleMania first become a big thing, and the lads would get together and go on the park and have little wrestling matches and stuff like that. And, I'm Hulk Hogan and I'm Hulk Hogan. But we didn't like watch it and think, oh, I can't see myself represented. Where's the little wimpy kid that's going to beat up Sergeant Slaughter, or you know, trying to think, many, you know. One of my favourites was Darth Vader. Loved him, but I knew I could never be Darth Vader. But I did dress up once. I put like my mum was a nurse and she had a big black night robe that she had for when she worked nights, and I had my dad's welding mask on and my brother's leather motorbike gloves, and I had the stick, and I remember putting it all on and walking around, pretending to be Darth Vader, like. But it wasn't like I watched it and oh, it's not representing me, so I can't do that, like, you know. Uh, and then we get things like this. After The Little Mermaid, that disappointed so many people, and yet the shills come out, and you know, oh, Halle Berry, she was fantastic. She's amazing, Ariel. She looked nothing like Ariel. She looked nothing like her. She acted nothing like her, and she sounded nothing like her. So to say she was an amazing Ariel and she was born to play the role, well, she was born in the wrong body for a start, you know. And then, Snow White, named after a skin, was like pale as snow. And the seven dwarves, and if I just go back to this picture here, now these aren't people with dwarfism. I mean, they look more like garden gnomes to me, but they're a fantasy creature, you know, like leprechauns or pixies, or imagine Gimli out of Lord of the Rings, because it's not politically correct, so we need to get rid of Gimli, and instead we'll have some, I don't know, some handicapped, queer, transsexual, mixed race, tall person, you know. Yeah. Well, this is great. And they could have easily have just got 7 people, with dwarfism. Some of them like to call themselves dwarves. Some of them prefer um, vertically challenged or I don't think most dwarves, people with dwarfism, really get offended by it. It's like racism, isn't it? It's unless you're actually saying it with intent to be rude and offensive, then it isn't offensive. And if they've just got an issue with it anyway, then they should make that clear. But Peter Dinklage, he, he got that role in Game of Thrones. He didn't have a problem then, did he? Like he didn't go to George Martin and Martin and say, well, I don't really agree with being called a dwarf and an imp, because that was the thing that they then went to, into I don't want to be called M. Well, they could have taken that out. He said, "Oh, no, because it's not politically correct. Uh, they should call me Stumpty Grove person." Or whatever, But he got his fame, he made his money, and then to come and say such a stupid thing. Oh, this isn't progression. This is pandering, and people are gonna come out and say, Uzi Zegler, whatever her name is, they're gonna come out afterwards, the same shills that said about Halle Berry and the Little Mermaid, and again go, I mean, she was born to play the role. You just know they're gonna come out and say she was born to play the role. She made a great Snow White, and and this just looks like a really really bad like theatre group um group of people that you'd see in the high street collecting money for charity. You know, why on earth they just couldn't have, you know, people with dwarfism, little people, people short stature, dressed up with them hats on and that, like, to look, and made them look like, because they call it saying they're now magical creatures. Well, they were sort of magical creatures anyway, weren't they? Like I say, um, you know, type of fantasy creature, uh, person. Yeah, and they all had the different personality, and that would have made them so much more interesting and more character development than simply uh, just different activities and you know they're all just gonna be bland. Anyway, that's my rant over. I know I definitely won't be watching this one. Haven't watched Little Mermaid, won't allow myself to eat. Um, but I am going to the next few days or so sit down with my partner and my daughter-in-law, and we're going to watch the original. Yeah. Anyway, people, thank you for listening. Please subscribe. Let me know what you think. What do you think about this? Is it, you know, progression, or is it just exclusionary, you know, for the sake of pleasing a few people who are obsessed with tick boxes? Yeah, subscribe, leave a like, leave a comment, and have a good day. Thank you.